Good morning from another beautiful day of Jerusalem. Look at the blue sky. It's a little bit hot. It's not something to roam about. I'm at the northern western part of the city, and we can see here a lot. First of all, we can see here the wall that was built by Suleiman the Magnificent at the 16th century. But the moat that you see in front of you is from the 12th century Crusader time, and that was a kind of a weak area. It was easier to enter the city or to conquer the city from here, and that's what he did. Then in that case, to avoid someone else, the Muslims, a little bit before the Crusaders, and the Crusaders later on, kept that place as a special area. They built here a tower. The Crusaders called it Tankard Tower, and the Muslims before them, at the end of the 11th century, called it Goliath Tower, and the idea was to defend that city here. What left from the tower is nothing. You can see here a little bit of the basement of the tower, and some of the stones were taken from King Herod time. Now look how quiet is that day. Mr. Joe Biden is now in Israel. Then that's the reason why not a lot of tourists are here. Most of the organized groups disappeared from Jerusalem from yesterday until Friday, including Friday. And that is the good reason for me to visit that city. I'm dedicating that tour to all of you, the one who watched that video, and I hope that you will send it to all of your friends and you will subscribe my channel. But James Adams asked me to buy a Latin cross and to bless it in the city, and today we're gonna do that. About the crosses, before you will ask me questions, if you want me to bless a cross or Bible, and I do have few kinds of crosses, it's not a problem. Go to Buy Me a Coffee link. It's in the description of that video, and if you won't find it, you can actually write Buy Me a Coffee, Zahi Shaked, or ask me how should you reach that link, and then you will be able to choose one of the crosses or the Bible, and I will prepare a tour for you in the city, upload a video to you, and of course I will send the cross of the Bible to your house. It's yours, it's not mine. Here you can see the aqueduct that entered to the city, and we are living the 11th, 12th century city, and let's go to see what's happening in the city today. At the same time that Mr. Joe Biden, look at the kitty, is meeting the Israeli Prime Minister, Mr. Yair Lapid, then President of America, and Mr. Joe Biden, and the Prime Minister of Israel. I just want to show you how Jaffa road used to look like. Remember those? Look at those buildings. You won't find it. You will recognize the tower here of the minaret, and they are renovating it now. I wanted to see the clock tower on top of Jaffa Gate, and look at the wall. The wall is here. Here it's Jaffa Gate. You can see the clock tower that is not there anymore, and houses, the buildings that are not there anymore. Another option is right in front of you. Then let's continue. The city is supposed to be full with tourists, but because of the important meeting here in Jerusalem, a lot of the streets been blocked. I took the train to here, and I reached Jaffa, the old city, without any problems. Then the wall that you see here is not from the Crusader time. What you see here is from the 16th century, built by Suleiman the Magnificent. The houses were attached to the wall, but when the British came to here in 1917, they said the city is so holy, we cannot allow buildings to hide the wall of Jerusalem, and they destroyed. Another thing that they destroyed was the clock tower that you saw in the picture. The clock tower is a present from the Ottoman Emperor to the Sultan who controlled the emperor for 25 years. But because it was a symbol of the Ottomans, and as the British said it was ugly, it's not there anymore. Then James Adams, you can see a cross here. If you want to give me a little bit more information about you, something that you want me to bless, you can do that. Study Joe Adams said, no, just mention my name. I know that he is from the UK, but that's it. Mr. Biden is still at King David Hotel, but he's leaving now the hotel to meet the president, the prime minister of Israel, which is not so far away from here. The stones that you see here was actually built by the Ottomans, but look at that, look at the stones there. It looks a little bit different. I mean, each stone looks different because a lot of them were used in like a second use. For example, I hope that I will be able to see it. You will have to look for the F. Yes, I can see the F and the X. That is a stone from the Roman time. This is the league, the 10 league that destroyed the city at 70 AD and destroyed the temple. But there are stones, and you can see it from so many periods of time. It's like history, and it was built on top of ancient wall as well. We are reaching one of the 8 gates of Jerusalem. It's called Jaffa Gate. Remember that I showed you a minaret at one of the pictures? That is the minaret. That renovated it. It's part of the fortress that was built by the Hashmonite, but used by King Herod to control the city. This is the highest place of the city. I must say that I expected to see less people. A lot of them are Jews and Arabs that lives in that area. I don't see a lot of tourists, but there are some small tourists that decided to visit the city now because it's better. Jaffa Gate, because it actually leads to Jaffa, which is Tel Aviv today. To enter a gate, it's not easy. You have to go straight and then turn left. The idea is to make it more difficult for the enemy to enter the city, and we will do that. Yeah, people are here. Yeah, this is Jaffa Gate. You see the beautiful entrance. The door used to be covered with the star and the moon, which is the symbol of the Ottomans. It's not there. The British took it off as well. Yeah, there are people here. Now, welcome to the old city of Jerusalem. The fortress of King Herod is in front of you now. It's called the Tower of David, but David never been there.
And the plan is
Oh, you can see a procession. Let's see what's happening there. James Adams. Here it is. One of so many, and it's beautiful to see that the tourists are here. I know that a lot of agencies cancel the tours. Today, one of them is the group that I was supposed to guide. Sadly, I'm guiding only 5 times a month. At least that was last month. That if you can support me, I would be more than happy. At the description, you can find buy me a coffee, and you can do that or via PayPal as well. You can find the links in the description. I was sure that the market will be empty, and as you can see, the market, the salesman opened the market, and it's beautiful to see some tourists here. James Adams, I'm with you.
He knew you. He didn't know your name. We know that the show. Hello, hello. How are you?
This is the main street from Jaffa Gate to the Western Wall, Jaffa Gate to the Temple Mount to Haram al Sharif, but we are turning left, leaving David Street to the Christian Quarter Street. Let's go to see what's happened in the Church of the Holy Sepulchre. But according to what I see here, it's gonna be. I'm not sure that it's gonna be crowded, but it's not gonna be empty. Ooh. This is John the Baptist Church, which is one of the oldest churches in the old city, and we believe that the head of John the Baptist is buried there. Let's go in because it was open. Usually it's not. Let me see if we can enter the church. It was no, the church is closed. But look how beautiful is the compound. Usually it's closed and difficult to enter. Let's see. Now the door is closed here too. The church is closed.
the church is open.
Can I enter to the church?
Yes.
Thank you very much.
Where are you from?
I'm from Tel Aviv, but I'm blessing a person that cannot be here. See, I do have the cross. And this is one of the most beautiful places on earth, and suddenly I saw the door open. And I want to see where John the Baptist's head is buried. Hello, Kitty. Hello. Thank you, sister.
Welcome.
Do you want me to help you?
No.
Thank you. That's true. Then the sister will open you to Church James, and we're going to visit it. It's one of the most beautiful and oldest places in the old city of Jerusalem. Hey, kitty. Thank you very much. It's so beautiful.
Yes, if you want to take pictures on the video, you have to put something.
I will do that. But can you tell me where is that tomb? Where's the head of John the Baptist?
This icon inside.
Inside or here?
You see?
Ah, oh. Let me bless it. We know that John the Baptist was beheaded. Then, according to the Greek Orthodox, the tomb of him was here. I'm using a new gimbal. I'm so sorry. I don't know how to. He controls me. Then James Adams, you are a lucky person. Look at the beautiful iconostasis. Unbelievable. Sorry about that, Kimball. Kimball, behave. The iconostasis is I think was burned down as well, but they renovated it so beautifully. I will write more about the history of the church at the description. can see the four evangelists. Here that two and another two right here. Usually the iconostasis tells us the story of the church, and to the left of the main entrance you can see Mary and the child. To the right, Jesus. And to the right, it's usually John the Baptist, and here the church is dedicated to him. Then you can see John the Baptist and the head that is buried here. It's such a beautiful place. And of course, if that's John the Baptist, then you can see Jesus and John at the Jordan River. What can I tell you? It's such a beautiful place. Sister, thank you very much. And let me donate some. I just donated money for the churches.
Running inside Jerusalem to find the holy sites, because Jerusalem was forgotten.
Oops.
Yes, in the past. So you have the chance to see the most ancient church. It was maybe a Roman public building. Also, it's not the existing building that we see here. It's underground. Yes, so we have here archaeological sites. Everything is beyond the iconostasis, so we cannot really see the. But it's so amazing. Also, they found part of the mosaics, the mosaic floor of the Byzantine church, and as we can see, the elements of water and fish.
Then look up here, finish the door, and now let me take a picture of the facade.
Before everything was the symbol of the fish. Yes, it's called the ichthys also. It's something that is
That was amazing. I visited that church only twice in my lifetime because usually it's closed. And I will give you more details later on at the description. But we will continue to the church of the Holy Sepulchre just to see what's happening there. Then James Adams, you're so lucky.
Welcome, sir. Hello, sir. Shalom.
בסדר, מה שלומך? לא, אני אבוא אחר כך, אני מצלם סרט. Third, fourth century floor. I know a lot of the salesmen here, and they usually ask me to stay with them and to drink something. I wish that I could do that, but I don't know if you saw me. I'm a little bit fat. Well, I'm not skinny. Then in that case, to stop and to eat in each place there, it's a little bit difficult for me, especially when it's for free. And I know that they really want me to do that because we have a good connection. Oops, almost fell. And now, when I will talk, not now, but when I will talk or talked about falling in the city, you are the evidence for it. Now we are heading to the church of the Holy Sepulchre. James Adams asked me to just to walk in the street. He didn't mention anything special. I just want to be in the city, or to feel like he's in the city, and I think you got it. But who said it's going to be empty? I just want to enter the church to bless it next to the tomb of Jesus. Sometimes I will say goodbye. Remember, if you didn't subscribe my channel yet, this is the time to do that. And let me take the hat off. Totally not empty. Actually very crowded. That's the queue to the tomb. I'm not going in with the cross and the camera now to the tomb. I will do it. I'll try to do it later on. But James Adams, I'm blessing the cross next to the tomb of Jesus. About the Church of the Holy Sepulchre, we'll talk. There are hundreds of videos that I took, and I'm sure that you already subscribe my channel, and you can actually enter to see it. And thank you for letting me visit that Jerusalem with you, James. And so happy that we entered to the John the Baptist Church. I'm happy. Then thank you very much. Thank you very much. Bye bye.